Hey there, Pauper fans, Bryant Cook, and today we are not playing a Storm deck, but it is a combo deck. I'm talking about Blue-Black Reanimator, Dimir Reanimator. It is not Rakdos, it is not Red-Black. We are not playing Faithless Looting, Lightning Axe, Insolent Neonate, which seems bananas. I completely understand those cards are all very, very powerful. Well, recently with Blue, we've gotten some pretty big updates, and the primary one is Mirrorshell Crab. We now have a secondary creature after Ulamog's Crusher that we want to reanimate. Mirrorshell Crab is a built-in mana leak to protect our deck from things like Relic of Progenitus, plus a bunch of other things that's super, super crucial to playing this archetype. On top of that, it's a 5/7 creature that's really hard to remove because it has Ward 3. And we can put the Dragon's Breath on top of it. It's going to be really, really great. And today we're also playing a Greater Sandworm, a little bit of spice to finish off games against decks with lots of blockers. I hope it comes up. This card is just super sweet, and it also has cycling. If you watch this channel, you know that I love cycling creatures. So hopefully this comes up today. But one of the big reasons, like I mentioned, is blue from Mirrorshell Crab, but we also have Otherworldly Gaze, a card I've been playing a lot in Modern recently. And it just makes perfect sense here to not only find the Exhume, but also put creatures to the graveyard. It's just the perfect fit for this deck. We also have Consider, which is another fairly recent upgrade. So I think blue-black is where we want to be. And I'm choosing to run a list today that's a little bit more explosive, with 4 copies of Dark Ritual and 4 copies of Lotus Petal. You don't have to play these cards. You could run slower builds without them. But if you know me, you know that I love to combo. So we're looking for turn 1 Ulamog's Crusher today. That's the goal. I just want to crush people, and hopefully it happens. If you have any questions on this deck list, feel free to post those down below, suggestions as well. I might record this again in the future, but this is what I'm playing today, and I think it's going to be pretty sweet. So hopefully you enjoy it, buckle up, and I will see you in match number 1. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. That said, there's no better way of showing your support than becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks, and we get to keep making combo content. The perks get better and better each level you go up. They also stack. To start off, with our Storm Fan tier, you unlock our private members section of our Discord, which comes with a highlighted user profile and then some awesome badges and emotes for YouTube. Looking for Cyborg help? Become a Stormtrooper, our middle tier, for 2 Cyborg guides of your deck choice every single month, on top of 50% off donation decks. Did we mention you also get 10% off merchandise from our shop? With our top tier, the Combo Cabal, you get a free donation deck every single month, 15% off merchandise from our shop, early access to private deck lists, and the most valuable perk in my opinion, videos early. That's right, you heard it, early access to all videos. But maybe sweet perk, secret deck list, early access to videos isn't for you, but you'd still like to show your appreciation. Make sure to check out theepicstorm.com/shop for card singles and Storm swag. Please don't forget to use your membership discounts. Finally, if you want to see your combo deck here on this very YouTube channel, make sure to visit theepicstorm.com/donation decks, where all you have to do is attach your TXT file and pick a donation tier. With our Epic tier, you can even join me in a video to showcase your bold brew in person and explain the ins and outs of your strategy. Card availability won't be an issue due to our new sponsor, Card Hoarder. With Card Hoarder, renting is super easy. If you're looking to get into Magic Online, there isn't a better, more affordable solution than Card Hoarder. Fun fact, you can rent the Epic Storm for 7 tickets a week, which is just a great deal. There are many ways you can support us. Just pick whatever is best for you. In the meantime, let's play some Magic. Welcome to match number 1. We are on the play with Blue-Black Reanimator. Here we have double Exhume. We don't have a blue source for this crab. I think I'm going to keep it anyway. Finding Exhume is one of the more difficult things with this deck, and I think that we can just bank on, you know, Lotus Petal or Islands or Dismal Blackwater, whatever it's called, at some point. So it looks like we're facing Affinity. Draw. Ding. So we have turn 2 Crab. Careful Study. Give me Crusher. Yes! Get crushed. And then we have Mirrorshell Crab to protect it after that. Dark Ritual and Exhume. Come on, let me untap with Crab, please. Crab protecting Ulamog's Crusher, let's go! Get crushed. Not quite a turn 1, but I'll take it. Incoming concession? Is that what we're about to see here? Just imagine being a poor innocent opponent signing up for a Pauper League only to get crushed by Bryant Cook. Tough life. Tough life. I just fell in love with this deck in 2 seconds. Yes, and our opponent conceded. Get crushed. Alright, so I'm going to switch to this back. I was drafting last night, and I like drafting in pile view, but for playing, I like card view. I don't even know if we board. I really don't. Maybe just resubmit. Our deck's already perfect. Okay. Game number 2. So we're a Lotus Petal away from turn 1 Crusher. Keep. Bridge, okay. Draw. Another Dark Ritual. Alright, careful study. Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal. No Lotus Petal. Alright, so we're going to discard Crusher and Dark Ritual? I think it's supposed to be Dark Ritual. And the reason it's Dark Ritual is that you can't discard the Shred Memory, because if your opponent just plays Duress and discards the Exhume, Shred Memory gets another copy. And they have the Duress. That's a bummer. I guess if I had kept the other Dark Ritual, I could still turn to Exhume if I spike a Black Sword. A little disappointing. I wonder if they're considering the Exhume or the cantrips here. Draw. And there's the Lotus Petal I wanted last turn. Let's careful study. We hit the Exhume. Alright, we're just going to go for the Crusher here. If they have a counter, I'm just going to lose. Dark Ritual. And Exhume. Crusher on the table. We do have double Crab to back it up, but I think we'd have to draw running lands for that to be relevant, which not likely to happen. They have Cast Down? What? Alright, well, we spiked another Exhume. But that is shocking. Vicar Wellspring. Give me a basic swamp, please. Draw. Alright, pass. Deadly Dispute. Got it. Terrarian? Sure. Come on, deck. Give me swamp. Draw. Not looking good for the home team at the moment. Another Terrarian? Sure. I'm going to concede to that. Game 3. So I could board in a bunch of Duress. Maybe that's the best play over like Spell Pierce. No, I think I'm going to board out the Muddles. I think they're a little slow for this matchup. Then maybe one Shred Memory for a Pierce. Let's try this. Alright, on the play for game number 3. So this is a turn 3 Sandworm. Our opponent's mulliganing to 5. So what we're going to do is go turn 1 Swamp Duress. Turn 2 we can play the island. Hold up Spell Pierce on their end step cycle Sandworm. Turn 3 Exhume the Sandworm. Opponent mulligans all the way down to 4. Too afraid of the Crusher. They mulligan to 3. Wow. Now down to 2. Not looking good. Incoming concession. They kept it. Alright, let's Duress. They have a Great Furnace in their hand. Draw. I can put the worm into play now. Cycle the worm. Exhume it. The worm is on the table. Turn 2 worm. And now we just get to hold up Spell Pierce. Get in there. We didn't get to Dragon Breath this round, but I'll take winning a match over getting to use Dragon's Breath. Draw. And let's get in. Pass the turn. Alright, that's match number 1 with Dimir Reanimator. And we got it. I will see you in match number 2. If you haven't joined them already, I would recommend opening up our description down below and joining our 7 social media networks. They're each great in their own way, but I would strongly suggest joining our Discord server. In there, you will find others just like you looking to improve their Storm game and grow as a combo community. If you're a member of our YouTube channel, you should sync your account to Discord to unlock our private member section that has the latest and greatest deck lists, concepts, and much, much more. Let's get back to comboing out. Match number 2, we're on the play again. Let's see if we can cheese another win. Alright, so this hand doesn't do anything, so we have to ship that. Double Dark Ritual. No Black Source. I think we have to go to 5, unfortunately. This hand was almost good enough. Alright, shipping down to 5. Alright, so we're going to bottom a Dragon's Breath. Maybe I keep the Dragon's Breath. Let's do this. Come on, Careful Study off the top rope. Pass the turn. It looks like they're on the Storm deck. Careful Study. Consider. We will take that. Alright, so next turn we are looking to Careful Study into Exhume land, because then we can have Ulamog's Crusher attacking with the Annihilator too. There's the Flame Breather draw. Come on, land Exhume. Might not be long for this world. Okay, so I would expect them to relay for a bunch here. What is going on? Alright. From Star. Adding a black mana with the Chromatic Star makes sense. Dark Ritual. Synthesizer. Yep. Rite of Flame's a good one. Okay. Now they can Deadly Dispute away the Synthesizer. Yep. I've played this deck before. And another Rite of Flame. Not looking good for the home team. Okay. Manamorphose. 5 cards in hand, another Manamorphose. Chromatic Star, sure. They've been keeping up at a pretty good clip at keeping cards in hand. Like, and I'm at 12. It's theoretically possible for them to kill me here without ever needing to play Relay. Another Synthesizer, sure. Dark Ritual is a good reveal. Yep. Okay. The Whisper, sure. Lotus Petal. I'm down to 7. I might just be dead here without the Relay. Oh, there's Relay. They must have lands in their hand then. So even if I spike the Exhume here, they're just going to sacrifice Synthesizer and a land, and then we're going to be dead on their turn. Study. I don't think I even want to show them the model. Like, why give them that information? Let's just go to the next game. Alright, so here we want to bring in the Duress. We want Hydroblast. Dispels too. We're just going to become a control deck. Get rid of this Greater Sandworm. 67 cards. Get rid of the Bone Shards. Probably shave on 1 copy of Dragon's Breath. And then probably the Considers. Let's go. We have a bunch of counter spells in our deck now. Let's see if we can make this work. On the play for game number 2. If I can spike an island off the top, we're in good shape, but I don't love this. I think I'm supposed to be more disciplined. I don't know. Opponent mulligans. I'm gonna go to 5. I think I'm supposed to just keep this. Bottom, Bajuka Bog, and Dark Ritual. Alright. Island and pass the turn. Okay, they play Needle draw. Otherworldly Gaze. That was actually a really good draw. So we're looking to mill a creature. Gaze. We can mill Crab. I guess it really does need to be the Ulamog Crusher. We're just going to mill all of them. Draw. And I'm just going to pass here. One has 6 cards. Yep. All the mana. Synthesizer. Yeah, we're not winning this one. We mulliganed a lot this round. Not that we would have won this matchup anyway, but we mulliganed really low twice, and both of our hands were just not very good. Attempted to spell the Cabal Ritual. Ooh. Did we actually get them on the Dispel? No way. We did. We got them on the Dispel. Good deal. Alright, pass the turn. Okay, so let's unstep flashback the Otherworldly Gaze here. Ooh, Milling Crusher. And we'll leave those. Put Crab and then Swamp on top. So now I can mill, or I can exhume the Crusher while having Dispel up. Okay. 5 mana. I want to cast Manamorphose. Sure. And another Manamorphose. I don't think I'm supposed to fight over those. Whisper. So if they like Dark Ritual here, or that, I'm definitely going to fight. So they could have a Pyroblast here, but then they're cut off red. Alright, we stole game number 2. I can't believe that. We did not deserve to win that game. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this. Game 3 on the draw, and we cannot keep this. We have to ship. Mulligan. Against better judgment, I'm going to keep. We just have to trust that we'll draw a blue source. Draw. We did not that time. It's Whisper. Come on, deck. Blue source. I think we just lost. I mean, I could have gone to 5. Draw. Lotus Petal. Try to cast this Careful Study. And missed on blue source again. Alright, let's just Exhume. Not exactly Ulamog's Crusher. 4 mana, 5 mana. Manamorphose. Essig. Dark Ritual. Yeah, we're not winning this. Alright, Manamorphose. I think the only way we win is if like they're going off too early without the relay and then they don't find it. Dark Ritual. Synthesizer. Bright of Flame, yep. 4 cards in hand. Sacrificing Synthesizer the hard way. That's good for us. It's not good that they revealed Rite of Flame, I think, but I think that means that they're light on action. I could be wrong. But, like, we just have to hope that they don't have the relay in hand. And they didn't. Oh, wow. Come on, blue source. Technically a blue source. Alright, let's bring back the crab. Get in there. We got crabs and crabs. 4 cards in the opponent's hand. What will they do? Okay, we'll auto yield to that trigger. We can't do anything about it anyway. 2 mana floating. Yeah. 1 card in hand. Relay for 4. I don't know why they were tapping the mountain. So they drew relay this turn. That's a bummer for them. We need this relay to be like 4 lands. Swamp. Okay, so they have 3 spells there. Draw. That was a good one. Let's kill the Kessig. I can't believe it, but I think we're going to steal this match. Get in with the crabs. Pass the turn. They played the swamp. They can duress me here, but it doesn't matter because my hand doesn't do anything. Wow, we got so lucky. Okay, what is your last card? Did you draw Deadly Dispute? Night's Whisper down to 1. And that is Suicide with the Night's Whisper. We are 2-0 with Blue-Black Reanimator. I can't believe this. This was definitely not a match we deserved to win, but I'll take it. I will see you in match number 3. Playing your favorite combo deck in Paper just got so much easier with the Epic Storm Mini Token Pack. You can pick one up at theepicstorm.com/shop for $13. It includes 64 double-sided mini tokens. That's 128 tokens total. And they include 10 black, 10 blue, 10 red, 5 green, 5 white, 3 colorless, 20 storm counters. That means that you can count your way all the way up to 20 for Grape Shot, everyone's favorite Stormwind condition, a Galvanic Relay Exile Indicator, 4 treasure tokens for Strike It Rich, and then 10 monk tokens for our vintage friends. It also has Slime Time Live, 8 Progenitor Ooze tokens with the power and toughness already built in to make playing in Paper so much easier. No fumbling around with dice. We've got you covered. Make sure to go grab those if you're playing Modern. And then Squirrels versus Goblins, Chatterstorm versus Empty the Warrens, the Battle of the Ages. You definitely need 20 Squirrel tokens and 20 Goblin tokens. You're going to love this mini token pack, I promise. And once again, you can grab that at theepicstorm.com/shop. All right, match number 3. Our opponent's taking a mulligan. What this hand is lacking is a big creature, but we have access to Exhume with the Shred Memory. I think we're supposed to keep this, and Bone Shards is actually our discard outlet here, which is pretty sweet. The Black Lightning Axe. Boros, okay. Draw. There's our Crusher. Wonder if I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I could also just like go get Exhume right now. All right, I'm gonna careful study, I think. Crusher. Bone Shards. Then Dark Ritual. Shred Memory. Go get the Exhume, and then hope to consider away a Dragon's Breath next turn. Spectre Gadget, okay. And Boros Garrison, please let me consider away a Dragon's Breath. Muddle. Consider. We're gonna mill that. Alright, let's Exhume. Pressure and hope that they don't have Journey to Nowhere. If I get punished, it happens. Taking the big swing here. 2 mana. Ooh, they sacrificed the clue. That's good news. Are we crushing? Hey, yes we are. Crush, crush. Alright, so we're facing Boros. I wonder if we want Duress over Spell Pierce here. Might want to side out Muddle. Take back the Echoing Truth because we could bounce a Journey that way. Let's board back in 1 Muddle. Why not? Could also maybe board in 1 Spell Pierce. Let's try this out. So we have the Dragon's Breath this time. No discard outlet. I mean, our discard outlet is going to be blue source, so I think we keep this. When I was building the list tonight, I actually just like came up with this list on my own. Like I researched like a ton of different deck lists, but this wasn't a deck list that I just like found on the internet and played. I was brainstorming with Putrid Imp, but then I noticed that no other list was playing it, and I decided that I must be wrong. And then I ended up cutting it. But so far tonight, I'm like, why am I not playing Putrid Imp? Duress. Let's take the Synthesizer. Slows them down a lot. Okay. Draw. Bone Shards. I mean, we can technically use that to discard the crab. Wellspring. Alright. Come on, deck. Draw. Triple Dragon's Breath. I guess this is what I get for asking to draw 1 in game 1. Skyfisher, yep. Vector Gadget, sure. Draw. So I guess we Bone Shards the Fisher, discard Crab, and then reanimate Crab. I mean, it just gives them a core Skyfisher. I knew that was going to happen, but I don't know. What else am I supposed to do here? Rebirth. They just have infinite blockers. Yep, I'm going to 18. Draw. Crab. That I can't use because I have 3 of my 4 swamps. Interesting. They chose not to block. Picker Wellspring. I did board in Echoing Truth if I draw it. Another Rebirth. They're on the race plan. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this. Okay. Draw. Alright, let's go to game 3. My draw did not pan out. Okay. I'm just gonna click submit. Our deck's fine. On the play for game number 3. This seems like a fairly reasonable hand. We just have to draw a creature. And then Shred Memory gets Exhume. Alright, let's lead on Duress. Our opponent took a mulligan. I think it's just the Synthesizer. Anything that speeds them up is what we want to board or discard there. I don't know how much I actually care about Rebirth. Alright, they played the bridge, draw. Just gonna play the land and pass, and then Shred Memory next turn. Draw. Let's go get Exhume. I would love to draw Ulamog's Crusher immediately. Picker Wellspring. And no untapped red source. Draw. There we go. Careful study. Where's my Dragon's Breath? Not here. So we're going to hold up the crab. Okay, pedal, Exhume. We're crushing every day. We have crab backup. I could actually 1 more mana. I could hardcast crab next turn. Golden egg, sure. They think that they're going to rebirth here, sacrificing the Wellspring, and then I get to annihilate them. Alright, just to make sure I'm not misclicking on the Wellspring, I'm going to let the Wellspring trigger resolve. Because I could counter the Wellspring trigger on accident, and I don't want to do that. So now when Ulamog's Crusher attacks, they'll sacrifice Golden Egg in the bridge. Ooh, they have another Furnace. Oh, they had another Rebirth. Okay. Tricky. Draw. Let's bring back the Crab. Get in there. Annihilate 2. Alright, so we've successfully done the Reanimator thing. We have 2 big dumb idiots in play, and we just have to try to close this out. Another Golden Egg. Another Rebirth. Okay. And the opponent conceded. We are 3-0 with Dimir Reanimator. What's up? Haven't seen this deck in a long time, and so far we're undefeated. 2 rounds left to go. Can we trophy? Stick around and find out. Hey, you're still watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you're looking to make a purchase from Card Hoarder, TCG Player, or Amazon, and are looking to support us, you can open up our description down below, and in there you will find our affiliate links. Those same links are found on the homepage of the Epic Storm. But that's not all. We've included a Card Hoarder button on our website that will load the Epic Storm in your Card Hoarder cart to make life simple for you. Match 4 of 5, and we're on the play again. Okay, so here we have a couple crabs. We have the Dragon's Breath. I think that this is likely a keep. We're looking to find Exhume with this Otherworldly Gaze. If this Otherworldly Gaze also hits Ulamog's Crusher, I'm not going to mind. Alright, island to pass the turn. An island of their own. Okay. Gaze? I think I'm going to keep both of these. Alright, draw. Pass the turn. And I'm not going to flashback. I guess I could flashback the Otherworldly Gaze. But I want land 3 for the crab. Yeah, they're just going to pass. So I'm just going to take the draw here. No need to flash this back. Sure. I wonder if they're familiars. Preordained, you got it. Another island, okay. Otherworldly Gaze. Freeland. I think I'm going to mill all of these. Draw. Careful Study. I think I'm going to pass for now. I don't really want to use that yet, and it's such a juicy counterspell target for them. For here, I at least have the crab up. What are you playing? Consider. I think I'll keep this spell here. Draw. Alright. They might be on like the Serpentine Curve, like pieces of the puzzle deck, maybe. Cast pieces. Cycles Ash Barrens, okay. Lane. Okay, so they're just the Jeskai Wildfire deck. I think I'm gonna crab this. Because next turn I can Exhume plus hold up Spell Pierce. Here's your counter spell. Pass the turn. They're not under any immediate pressure, so they don't have to answer the crab right now. Like, it's only a 5/7. And they just have a braid. Okay. Kind of stinks for me. Draw. Careful Study. Let's get rid of the Dragon's Breath and the Bone Shards. And now we can go Dark Ritual, Shred Memory, Exhume. Too bad we don't have Ulamog's Crusher in the graveyard. Okay. Yes. Get in there. 4 mana. Alright. That's also one way of beating large creatures is to continually blink this. Can't attack. Pass the turn. Got some Old Drifter. So if this is what is it called? Ghostly Flicker, I can counter the Ghostly Flicker. Grab that. Alright, they had double Ephemerate. That's a bummer. So we can attack this turn, and the next turn the other Ephemerate will come back. Sure. I'm probably not going to have a whole lot of other opportunity to use this, so I might as well use it now. Stops them from drawing a card. Get in there. Okay. I think my mana base might be a little rough. Maybe like the 4/4 split on basics isn't correct. I did it that way for speed because it allows you to have more explosive hands. But the way that this game is played out, it's been not great for me. Maybe it's just not the correct choice. Okay. They have 7 cards in it. Draw. Crusher. Get in there. I'm 1 mana short of hardcasting Crusher right now. I don't think we're going to win this one. Okay. Alright, they've got it from here. I'm just going to go to the next game. It stinks. So, I definitely want the Dispels. I want Duress. This actually might be a matchup for the fish as well. Let's get rid of these Bone Shards. I think we might want to take out the Shred Memories. Maybe board out a Dragon's Breath. Probably don't need the Worm here. Then board an Anglers. 62 cards. Maybe Shave on Dark Ritual versus the control deck. I don't hate that. Let's try this out. Alright. We will be on the play for game number 2. So this is just a hand that is begging for me to hit a Crusher for this careful study. Come on, Crusher. No Crusher. Discard Bajuka Bog and Dark Ritual. That's a bummer. I think I'm just going to play the Backwater. I think now our best draw becomes like Otherworldly Gaze. Preordain, okay. On the bottom. Draw. Yikes. Little flooded. Decided to just play the Ash Barrens instead of cycling. That's interesting. Draw. Another land. We only have 14 of them, and we've seen 7 at this point. Another Preordain. 2 on top. Sure. Alright, come on, deck. Draw. We found Crusher, but we don't have a way of getting it to the graveyard. 4 mana. Ardent Elementalist. Okay. It's interesting. They could have held up. They must have Ephemerate in hand. That's their game plan here. Draw. Duress you. Take the Ephemerate and then Bajuka Bog. A lot of counter spells over there. Okay, we're at 19. Draw. Another Duress. I'm supposed to just sit on that for now. Preordain. 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. They played a plane. So they have one unknown card at the moment. Alright, draw. So I can hardcast Crusher here. And then they'll counterspell it. So Crusher is essentially just a duress here. Just how math works. And one counterspell down. You drew another Ardent Elementalist? Okay. That's not good. Draw. Duress. Double Pyroblast. Okay, so now we play Exhume, get back to Crusher. Crusher does not trample, so we don't have that going on for us. But now they can start playing our Chaomancers as blockers. And they can try to race me with this Commodore. Negate Oracle, okay. 3 open mana. The Crypt does nothing. Okay, now it's our turn. Draw. Get in there. They can just sacrifice 2 lands here. Probably like Plains Ash Barrens. And they're swinging for 8, and then I'm dead on the crackback. Yeah. We just didn't put it together quickly enough this game. Saw over half the lands in our deck. What? That was a choice. I don't understand that. You could have just raced me. Okay, so they're on the like blink me forever plan. Okay. Draw. I can't attack with the Crusher. No point to playing the Considers into their Pyroblast. Negate Oracle. Right, tap lands. They have 6 cards. I know 2 of them are Chaomancers. 2 of them are Pyroblasts. I don't know the other 2. Then they get a draw step here. So 3 unknown cards. Draw. Study doesn't really do a whole lot. Oh, I have to attack. Swing. Annihilator. Ash Barrens. Yeah, this is what I think they should have done last time. They sacrificed Tormod Script. I'm just passing the turn. Alright. So they get to time walk me twice here with the Dignitary. Then they have the Archaeomancer, so I might just be done here. Yeah, so they might have me on a hard lock because I also don't have any removal for the Dignitary. Draw. Let's attempt a careful study. I know that they have double pyro. They just let it go, really. Okay, let's study again. Another Crusher. Doom? I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, realistically, I'm probably just dead here. Like, they just have me on Ephemerate lock. Because they also have double Pyroblast to protect from counter spells. Yeah, honestly, I value my time, so I'm going to concede here. We are 3-1 with one round left to go. If you're looking for more great Magic the Gathering content, definitely check out the Eternal Glory podcast. It is myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We primarily discuss Legacy. That said, a lot of what we talk about transcends all formats. We're available on all major podcast platforms. Okay, round 5, the final match. We're on the draw. I'm going to ship this. This hand just doesn't do enough, I think. And this hand is not great either, so we're going to 5. Why are you like this, deck? Why? Run 4. These are technically 4 cards that can win the game. We just need to draw a land in our first 2 draw steps. I don't love that. They put 2 on top. Let's bog you. So I think the only way we can win is if they're the red version, and they're not the red version, and they can't kill the sandworm, but that just wasn't the case. Dark Ritual, Cycle. Boom. Alright, we have a sandworm. 2 mana. Aggro Bolas does not block the worm. Counter spell. That was the reveal. Okay. So it looks like we're getting in at least for 7 here. Draw. Yeah. Lotus Petal and pass the turn. Really wish that I drew Crab instead of the Crusher, because I could protect the Sandworm with Crab. 2 cards on top. I do not love that. Okay. Draw. Get in there. Why are you like this? Let's see if they'll counterspell the Careful Study. I hope so. They did not. I think we're just dead then. Yeah, and facing the Snuff Out deck when we're the Crusher deck is not good. Fun fact. Alright, I'm just gonna concede. We're dead. That's a bummer. Okay. So we definitely want these Dispels, Duress 2. I think we also want to bring in Gurmag. So we can board out a Dragon's Breath, board out the Sandworm, get rid of these Bone Shards. At 65. Board out Shred Memory. Like this, maybe? Or keep the tutors. Let's try this out. Game 2 on the play versus Dimir Faeries. Unfortunately, this hand just doesn't do anything. We have to ship it. To 5. I think we can keep this. Bottom Shred Memory and a Backwater. Pass the turn. Another Exhume. I'm just going to main phase this, so that way it doesn't get by Spell Stutter. Pass. Bugger Bolas, okay. Brainstorm. Draw. I guess I could have cast the Otherworldly Gaze in my upkeep so I wasn't drawing a Lotus Petal. I like the Spell Pierce. Okay, Lotus Petal and pass. So next turn we can put Crusher into play with Pierce backup. Alright, so we're going to 20. Draw and attempt to put Crusher onto the table. Spell Pierce. Crusher. Come on, no whammies. Paramorphic Expanse. Okay, and they just always have the Snuff Out. Direct. Draw 4 cards in hand. So I can play Gurmag. So I think next turn I'm going to try to double spell them. And by that I mean I'm going to first play Gurmag and then Exhume the Crusher. Preordain. On the bottom. Also, if I could cast Otherworldly Gaze into like a Duress, that would be really nice. Another Augur Bolas, okay. Looks like they're keeping up Counterspell pretty much. Going to 18. Cast this Otherworldly Gaze. I think I keep the Gurmag. Alright, so Gurmag Angler. Pay black. Come on, counterspell it. They let it go. So disciplined. Alright, let's get in there then. Pass the turn. Womp womp. Still 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Draw. Study. I'm gonna go for broke here. Zoom. Didn't see that coming. We just have to hope that their hand next turn doesn't interact with the Exhume. Okay, going to 14. Zoom again. Womp womp. Brainstorm. A third Augur of Bolas. Alright, they revealed another counter spell. I'm gonna pack it in. So we went 3-0-0-2. This deck was a lot of fun to play, I will say that much. I do think that the mana base was built improperly. Like I said, I built this sort of based on a bunch of different lists, and I don't like the 4-4 split on basics. I was going a lot for speed when I built this deck list, and that's why you see Dark Ritual and Lotus Petal. And I didn't want a bunch of tap lands for Dismal Backwater. Like, I wanted explosiveness, and you don't get that when you run a bunch of duels. So that's why I ran so many basics, but it really bit me in the butt. I did not like Bone Shards. I would not play that card again. But I do think that this shell has a lot of promise. Mirrorshell Crab was pretty good. I really liked Otherworldly Gaze as well. If you have any suggestions for this, I'm always willing to listen to those. So if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. And keep storming. Have a great day. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.